What is the greatest danger for everybody? For all of the 8 billion populations, 8 billion populations who live on Earth, what is the greatest danger? War. One of the the wars between countries, that is one of the greatest dangers. We need a statistic and we have to ask people what is the greater danger in the world. Most of the people nowadays will say war between nations, between countries, is the greatest danger for the future of the human being. And I agree about this war. But what will make war between nations and countries? I want to say that the religions and ideologies is the roots for any war in the world. Even between Russia and Ukraine, all of these wars will happen because this is rooted inside ideology. For example, Russia believes to Marxism and governmental justice, or the role of the government about justice. And in the other words, Russia and Russians believe the government believe in the greatness of the government and believe that if we make greater government, we can make more justice. And the experience during the history proved that that is wrong belief by the people, because the big government will reduce democracy, and if we don't have democracy in the country, the dictators will dominate permanently. And these have a good things and bad things. The good thing is that politicians inside the democracy, we have as a point, we have the bad point, but the weakness of the democracy is because every year, every 4 years, changing the government and governors, and they don't have experience, and they just think about the future of themselves. So we have a lot of corruption inside the democracies. The vectors of the forces is against each other and nullify each other. But at the same time, not having democracy means that we don't have free journalism and free express and free press and free speech, and we will have the colony of the corruption and the combination of the mafia. So we have a trouble inside the countries that they don't have democracy. China is a good sample that is far from the corruption. But this is not the subject for today, my today program. I want to say that what is the danger and what is the greatest danger that will destroy the future of the human beings. I want to say this is war. And war is originate from ideology, and ideology can be originate from thinking schools or religions. For example, the war between Palestine and Israel is originated from religions. The crazy ones who attack first to the Israelis, the Israelians, they had read some verses in Quran about killing Jewish people, about Jewish people, they deserve to be killed, and a lot of other verses of the Quran about killing non-Muslims. I want to say that the wrong reading by these crazy terrorists made war between Israel and Palestinians, and this flame of the war is so much dangerous because the cost of destroying Israel for any country or group of the countries is the annihilation of the earth. This war, if continue, will expound and extend to atomic war between the all of the countries who are equipped with the atomic bomb, and 99% of the people will be destroyed by this atomic war. But what is wrong with the religions? Why religions make disaster, and why religions make war between nations and between countries? Even if some thinking school like Marxism, like communism, like liberalism, all first of all originated from religions or any ideologies, for example, atheism, etc., etc., etc. What I want to tell you, and is useful for your life if you are listening to me, I appreciate all of the broadcasters, subscribers, and likers. I want to say that what is wrong with the religion and religion believers? The craziness of the believers to every religion is about totalitarianism. Crazy believers to every religion, doesn't matter, to Jewish people, to Muslim people, to Christian people, the craziness of these absolute believers, these totalitarian believers, is about thinking about the religion as the topmost perfect religion in the world. They think that religion is derived for every disaster, for every sickness, and they think wrongly that their own religion is enough for everything, and there is nothing wrong in their religion and in their beliefs and in their verses. So these crazy believers, they think that their own religion is the perfect prescription and drug for every trouble, for every problem, and they don't need to other religions, other cultures, other traditions, and other religions will not is not good, and God will not accept other religions. So these crazy people that think they are perfect and their religion is the perfect, they will destroy themselves and are a great danger. I want to say that some Shiite groups, some Jewish groups, some Christian groups, they think wrongly that every solution is inside their religion, and everybody who don't believe to their own religion, they deserve to be killed. These crazy people read Quran, and they believe the verse of the Quran about the killing Christian peoples, Jewish peoples, about killing other religion believers, about killing Zoroastrians, and atheists and other people that they say kuffar or disbelievers. They are crazy because this verse of the Quran is belong to some happening 1,400 years ago. So these dangerous groups will will destroy everything, every nation, every country, and they are the greatest danger in the world for peace and for all of the international society. For example, Catholics believe that there is no curse in the world, and nobody can wish death and destroyment because this is not the effective force. And something like karma in the Eastern countries and in the Eastern philosophy and religions is wrong. So Catholic people don't believe in the curse, as I know from some movie. Maybe I am wrong. So they don't believe that. A lot of homeless people, they can ask death by ask from God to make floods and marches and earthquakes and make destroyed other countries who are not taking cares about the poor people and about the homeless people. So because they don't believe to the punishment by God by using the natural forces, they don't believe about cursing, C-U-R-S, about to be cursed by other religions, but by other human beings who suffered from the injustice and cruelty and corruption by politicians who made human being poor, moneyless, and powerless in the world. I want to say that if you are truly believer to the God, I want to give you an example that I used by using Persian language in the morning. What is this? You think for yourself, for example, that you buy 10 chicken and you want to breed chickens and make this chicken enough grown up. You are the God for these chickens because every time that you want, easily cut the neck of these chickens and you easily can kill these chickens. So you are their God, but as a God or as a breeder, and as somebody who keep these chickens, you would never be negligent about the food for these chickens. However, you want to kill this chicken because of the food, you would never do cruelty about these chickens. So you will give this chicken enough food, maybe more than enough food to make them fat. About the God who is more kind than ordinary human being, and God is a little more, no, absolutely more kind than any Christian. God would never make all of the wealth, the failure or the. I want to say that everything is enough if we divide it appropriately. But most of the human beings, they are greedy, and they don't believe that every other nation, Asians, every other races, they also have right to live in the equality. I want to say that I have enough knowledge to make luxury life for 8 billion people in the world. But I have to explain step by step, and I will do that if I be alive. I want to say that the message of this video clip is about the danger of the religions. And I said, unfortunately, there are some religions, especially Shiite and especially some Jewish groups, that they believe about killing other religion followers and they think that this is the only heaven, only way toward heaven, only way for heaven, for obtaining or attaining or to be in the heaven is killing other religious peoples to and other believers to other religions. This is the craziness of these religion followers, and I want to recommend about guide these nations who believe that their own religion is the only good religion in the world, so they have right to kill other nations and other countries. Unfortunately, Shiite think wrongly about their religion, that they have topmost best perfect religion in the world, and other religions and their followers, they will go to the hell. So they think that they have right to kill and destroy other religions. This is a great danger for the future of the world, and this flame of the world, this flame of the wars and making wars, and this decision makings about not accept other nations, for example, not accepting Israel as a country, is a great and the most dangerous thing nowadays in the world. I want to say that if you are truly a Muslim, you must accept Israel as an existence, as a country, and as a nation. They have right to live, and you don't have right to kill or destroy their land. The Mahmoud Abbas action was perfect. I want to recommend to Islamic Republic Islamic of Iran, Jewish people who was homeless during 2,600 years, and they hadn't any country because the cruel leaders and cruel religion believers, cruel other Jewish religion believers, they killed a lot of Jewish people during the history. Israel has right to have a land and country and homeland, and all of the countries, especially if they are truly Muslim, they must accept the existence of the Israel. I want to say that about 45 years ago, the negligence, arrogance, and ignorance by Khomeini and Khomeinism decided to destroy Israel, and he was the founder and the foundation maker of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Those times, Khomeini was astray and far from the correct path. He wanted to be leader for all of the Muslim societies, so he think if they say, or if he say or make a speech forward or toward to all of the nations and countries, especially Muslim countries, about destroying Israel, he can be the leader for all of the Muslim societies. And this crazy man think that the number of the people is important, more important than science and technology, and the more number that you have, for example, he think about 1 billion Muslim society. If they unite together and combine together, they can easily destroy Israel. And that was the craziness by Khomeini and Khomeinism followers. They think wrongly about destroying of the Israel, because Israel has right. And God or Almighty Allah or Yahweh or whatever, he loves Israel as a greatest servant to the science and technology. My recommendation to all of the nations, especially Islamic nations, to accept Israel and make safety and immunity about the Israel. Otherwise, Israel will progress and destroy all of their enemies, and God is with Israel because Israel is more useful than total Muslim societies, especially about the science and technology improvement in the world. So God bless Israel and God bless everybody who think clearly and logically and reasonably about the existence of the Israel. Israel deserves to be survived and will be survived because after 2,600 years they found a land to live in peace. But crazy Muslims during this short time of the history for Israel, 70, 80 years, they wanted to destroy Israel. Every year they attacked directly, indirectly, did terrorist attacks to the innocent people, innocent Jewish families, women and children. And Israel is in the time of the revenge nowadays. Uh, Let me continue in the next clips because I have the proofs and reasoning.